everyone. Welcome back. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Folks, comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also, share the videos. I want to thank everyone that does like, watch, and share my videos. You folks are the absolute best. Listen, folks, there's a link tree down below. Has the link to all of my social media. Also has the link to all of my YouTube pages. Please go down there. Subscribe to my social media across all the platforms. And please follow me across all my YouTube pages as well. Subscribe and turn on your notifications so when I want to post content, you folks will be in the know. I will also be live streaming tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be talking about the New York Jets. I take live callers, so please call in. I love going back and forth to folks about the New York Jets. So with that said and done and put to the side, I have come today to talk to you folks about Doug Pederson getting fired by the Philadelphia Eagles. Whoa, this came out of nowhere, let me tell you. Uh, let me tell you, listen, 2017, Doug Pederson had won a Super Bowl with the Philadelphia Eagles. He had adjusted his scheme masterfully to help Nick Foles continue forward and win them that Super Bowl. We all know that Carson Wentz had went down. Everyone counted the Eagles out. And the Eagles just put together a dream season. They finished the season, went to the playoffs, and continued on and was able to make a roll and win a Super Bowl. They won big. And a big part of that was Doug Pederson and his scheme, adjusting to what Nick Foles did well and taking that back up all the way into the playoffs, taking that back up all the way into the Super Bowl game and calling that Philly special and getting Philadelphia their Super Bowl. Ever since then, there's been issues. They have struggled. 2 seasons after that, it's just been a struggle, but they were able to kind of bounce back and make the playoffs. I remember Doug Pederson had a season where it seemed like everybody was injured. All of his offensive starters were pretty much injured most of the season. He was still able to put some things together and continue them, afloat offensively. But it was a struggle, like I said. But let me tell you, a lot of this is, especially in the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately kind of league, sadly. We've seen coaches have success and then be fired the next season. And let me tell you, 2020, no playoffs. They missed the playoffs this year. I think they were eliminated by Dallas in week 16. So it was said and done there. Then week 17, he has, the issues when they played the Washington football team. It seems to everybody that watched that game and everywhere, everyone around the league as well, that he was playing not to win that football game. And that upset a lot of people. A lot of people were questioning if it was his decision and his decision alone, or if it was, coming from higher up in the organization. But that you could clearly see that the Eagles were trying to lose that football game. And it seemed like from some reports as well that it may have caused some issues in the locker room. So after that, whole blow up, we go into the offseason, and there's been rumors surrounding him and his, kind of unstable footing there with the Eagles, particularly, with Jeffrey Lurie, a guy that owns the team. So there's been some issues. It seems like Jeffrey Lurie is not a fan of his vision of the football team, particularly of some of his assistants. Doug Pederson wanted, to bring in a certain offensive coordinator, and Jeffrey Lurie was not excited about that guy. There's been rumors about him, being traded, so on and so forth. And now here we have, he's been let go. So he's said and done there. And I know a lot of Jets fans are looking there saying, well, Joe, what the heck does this have to do with the New York Jets? Here's what it has to do. I, talked a little bit about it just a second ago. There's been rumors about us trading for him. There's been rumors, that have been swirling ever since, the reports of the unstable footing of him being with the Eagles, that he possibly could let go. That was, a while ago, that the Jets would be the landing spot for him. And one of the big sticking points for a lot of people has been, we have Joe Douglas here. And Joe Douglas and Doug Pederson have, a relationship. They were in Philly together. They were together for that Super Bowl run. Joe Douglas got a lot of players and was able to bring them in. And Doug Pederson was the guy coaching those guys up and putting them where they need to go. And, I know a lot of people, especially across my timeline, a lot of Jets fans have, heard those rumors and were reacting. And they said, absolutely not. We don't want to have nothing to do with that guy. Now, I know a lot of Jets fans would just be upset, but it's a question that's got to be asked. Could Doug Pederson, the guy that just won a Super Bowl with the Eagles in 2017, could he be the New York Jets next head coach? He could be, to be completely honest. He could be. Again, he's got a relationship with Joe Douglas. Yes, there's been some rocky stuff that's gone on since he's won that Super Bowl, but he's won a Super Bowl. You can't count that out. You can't discount that this guy put together something and he was solid, and he looked solidly. And again, even in those struggle seasons, we saw him coach up players that we did not think were very good offensively and him be able to get the best out of them. So it starts to make you wonder, Could he come here and do the same thing if he was hired? Could this be the guy to turn Sam Darnold around and get him in the right direction? Could he be the guy to better this offense and get us headed in the right direction as well? I don't know, I'm not saying that Doug Pederson is the highest guy on my list, but he definitely, I'm intrigued. I will tell you that I'm extremely intrigued by the idea of him being the Jets head coach. And again, I'm not turning anything down with the fact that this guy has won a Super Bowl. He's been to where we're trying to go. If he could get himself surrounded by some solid coordinators where he can bring some guys in that'll help him continuously, revitalize, his scheme and what he does in the league the same way that Andy Reid has done. Because I remember people were saying Andy Reid was trash when he left Philly and he'd never be a solid head coach in this league, and you've seen what he's done. But because he's surrounding himself with young offensive minds to continue to revitalize, the way that he looks at the league on a yearly basis and challenge him as well, and challenge the way that his scheme runs, the formations, the format, all that stuff. It's a collective with a lot of guys there, and Doug Pederson was there in KC too. So please comment down below and let me know what y'all folks think. I want to hear from y'all on this one, man. I gotta hear from y'all. What do you think about what do you think about Doug Pederson being fired? Do you think that he would be the right fit for the New York Jets as a head coach here? I want to hear what you folks think, because a lot of people in Philly also do not blame Doug Pederson for a lot of the issues that they had there, because they had personnel issues too. Their general manager, has been pretty bad. If you look at the draft board, there's been some issues, especially with them passing on Justin Jefferson this recent draft. I know a lot of Eagles fans that were extremely heated about that. So please comment down below. Let me know what you folks think. Give me your thoughts on it. You folks have a good one.